Hi, and welcome to Stamp with Ginny. Today I'm going to share with you this fun little note card that I made using the January paper pumpkin kit, the I'll Be Yours. This kit came with a wonderful stamp set that's really pretty versatile. So let me set this aside and I'll show you how I got started. Okay, I am going to start with the background stamp here. This stamp set's a collage of cute little flowers and floral images, and I am going to stamp that onto my Whisper white cardstock. 1, 2, 3. Hold it in place so that you get a nice clear image, and I can set aside the ink and the stamp set and bring in my little mini trimmer. Now this trimmer you can receive from Stampin' Up! When you join Stampin' Up! As a demonstrator and choose your starter kit. It's a great little kit for traveling and for small projects like this. So I am simply going to trim the images off to the edge and set aside the scrap paper. And now at this point I want to cut into 1-inch strips. So I am going to trim this down to 2 inches, and then I'm going to set it on the 1-inch mark and cut again. Slide this over, put it on the 2-inch mark and cut, and then over to the 1-inch mark and cut again. And I'm going to repeat that process with the other piece here. These are tiny pieces, so bear with me. And the 1-inch mark. And now I've got these 4 great little squares. I can set the trimmer aside and I can start adhering. I'm going to bring in my piece of basic black cardstock, and I am going to flip these over and apply some adhesive. Now I'm going to add adhesive to all of these at one time because I'm using my multi-purpose liquid, but you can use your snail for this. And I am going to place these squares into the corner on the top left, and then I'm going to place one down here in the bottom right. And I'm doing this because that helps me visually see the borders on my squares so that I get them more even. And then I'm going to bring in this other one and place it in the top right, and the final square into the bottom left. Having problems today with my directions. And I like to use the multi-purpose liquid because it allows me to wiggle these around and adjust them slightly. Now if they're not perfect, that's not a problem because this cute little bee is going to go in the center. And let me show you how I did that. I'm going to bring in my Memento ink, and this cute little bee image, I'm going to ink him up and stamp. And then I'm going to bring in my So Saffron Dark blends, and I am simply going to quickly run some color across his body and wings. Put that away, and then bring in my 1-inch circle punch and pop him out quickly. I am going to add a dimensional to the back of my bee and set him aside. Okay, now I'm ready to start on my card front, and I am going to lay this square where I think I want it, and then I'm going to bring in these 2 little images along with my So Saffron ink pad that I'm going to be using. I'm going to ink up the thank you in the tuxedo black. And then I'm going to bring in this cute little image here with the flowers, and I am going to stamp those around my sentiment randomly. And I'm going to also add one here to the top above where my square would sit. And I'm ready to set that aside and finish my project. So at this point I'm going to flip over my layered piece here, and I'm going to adhere that to the card front, and I'm simply placing it in the center here where I'd like it, with about even borders on all the sides. There we go. And I'm going to bring that bee back in that I stamped and punched out, and I'm going to add him right there to the center. That's it. It's that quick and simple. And who wouldn't love receiving this card It's a breath of spring during the wintertime blues that we've got going on here with all the rain. So let me bring in the original again. If you'd like any of these products, feel free to stop by my online store. You can get there from my blog. And during celebration, when you purchase a prepaid paper pumpkin subscription, you can earn free celebration items, which is a win-win and helps you build your stamping supplies. If you have any questions about the prepaid paper pumpkin subscriptions, feel free to contact me. Simply email me at stampwithjinny. Thanks for joining me.